Okay, so this is the 6th time I'm recording this video to try explain what's happened with Ben. A lot of people want the full story for him, so I'm going to try give as many details as I can by answering a lot of people's questions. First of all, he's okay. I'll share the video of Ben that went viral on TikTok at the end of this clip so that you can fully see what he went through. So if you're new here and you're wondering what's going on, Ben got poisoned just over 3 weeks ago. And I posted his story on TikTok. It's gone viral. He's got 2-point-something million views. And I've had thousands and thousands of people write to me from around the world, giving their stories and sending their love and asking a lot of questions. So some questions that people are asking is what poison was given to him. It wasn't poison in solid form. It was liquid poison drops, the vets believe, because when they had him throw up, there was nothing in his system. Other people are asking if I know who did it, because in the video I said someone threw poison in the park. I wasn't there when someone threw the poison in the park or laid out the poison in the park. I got there after, so I never saw who did it. Hey Jesus. A full rundown of what happened with Ben is I took him to the park that we've been going to for many months. Since we moved into this apartment, there's a park up the road, and I've just been taking him there every morning to run with his ball, play, you know, he loves his Kong. And this is a park, like I said, we went to every single day to play with his ball, to do some training. He loves the park. We no longer take him there anymore because I'm too scared that the same thing will happen again. I've also warned all the neighbors to not take the dogs either. So what happened in this morning is that I got up, got dressed, took Ben out to the park to play with him. He had a lot of energy that day, and we took his ball to make him run. So he was playing with his ball and running around for a good 45 minutes, and then my partner joined me. At some point, Ben started getting a little bit tired, and then my partner had to get ready to leave to go back to work, so he was walking towards his truck, and I put Ben back on the leash, and I was sitting on the bench waiting for my partner to leave. And usually every time my partner leaves, Ben puts up a fuss, usually, like, you know, like a little kid that throws a tantrum, and he didn't react, which I thought was weird. And that small 1-second video that I got, just before that, I had noticed 3 times his hind legs started to sway. And so I was like, did we hurt him? Did we do something to his nerves? I thought maybe he was having muscle spasms, or maybe he slipped a disc in his hind legs and he was getting neurological side effects. You know, I got a bit worried, and that's when I pulled out my phone to get that 1-second clip. And at that moment, my partner was getting into his truck, and it happened so quickly, but pretty much what happened was I saw all 4 of Ben's legs become crooked and spastic, and he just like collapsed. That's when you see the video gets messy, and I'm going baby, baby, baby to try to call my partner. I'm waving my hands up in the air because he was passing us at that moment. So I was signaling him to stop the truck, to get out, to come see what's wrong with Ben. I don't know how the universe had it happen so fast. I didn't have minutes on my phone to call my partner in case this had happened after he had left. And I had no data on my phone. Because we've been stuck in quarantine in Greece for over 3 months, all I was doing was literally just going to the park and on walks with Ben and then coming home. So I didn't feel the need to buy data and have it on my phone. That's why the timing of this happened so perfectly, because if my partner had driven away, I would have had to find the strength to carry this 50-something kilo dog. I would have had to find the strength to carry this dog that's almost twice my size home, get him in the car, take him to the vet, and by then I think he would have died. I say this all the time, luck was on our side, where my partner was passing us at that moment where Ben was collapsing. So he stopped his truck and he was like, what's going on? And I said, get out now, something's wrong with Ben. And he ran over. I took one look at him and he says, oh my God, I think he's eaten fola, which is poison in Greek. So immediately we grabbed him, we put him into the truck, and we raced to the vet, which was, thank goodness, a 2-minute drive down the road. Usually when we put Ben in the car, he's always very hyperactive, he's jumping over me and shouting and very excited. He fell into my arms, he collapsed into my arms. He wasn't making any noise, he couldn't stand, nothing. This big massive dog collapsed into my arms because he couldn't hold himself up with his legs, and he couldn't even hold up his head. His head had even collapsed in my arms. So I knew from that, I was like, something's really not okay, something's really wrong. and I obviously got really worried and anxious. So we got to the vet, my partner opens the door and he just takes one look at him and he's like, oh my god, he's really not okay. Froth was coming out of his mouth, which had started happening at the park, but by the time we reached the vet, there was a lot of foam coming out. So he was experiencing a seizure because of the poison, and slowly but surely that poison would have caused all his organs to shut off. So at that point we grabbed him and we took him straight into the vet, and I started becoming hysterical because I could see he couldn't even stand, and thankfully the vet immediately took him and started working on him, ran a couple tests, and in fact it was poison. So they gave him the medicine to make him throw up, and then they gave him the antidote to obviously save his life. They put him also on the drip. This all happened very quickly, and a lot of people are also asking why I took my camera out to record. So my twin sister is a trainee vet, so she's quite experienced with seeing a lot of animals that get poisoned or have a lot of various health issues. She works very closely beside expert vets in South Africa, and so I immediately called her for advice to tell her what's going on, because I thought, if it's not poison and they cannot diagnose what's wrong with him, then maybe my sister can show the footage to another vet back at home and they can tell her, oh, maybe it's this and this and this. I thought it was muscle spasms or hip dysplasia because he ran so much. So I thought maybe we affected him neurologically because he was running, and I thought maybe he hurt a nerve in his hind legs or his spine. So my sister said, please just record him to see what he's doing so I can see the symptoms. And so that's why I recorded that. The recording that I did at the park, for anyone asking why I pulled my camera out and I got a 1-second clip, which should have been longer, it's because I saw something was not right and I was going to show it to the vet. I didn't realize it was poison. Like I said, I thought maybe it was just a neurological thing, which the best thing to do is show a vet what your dog is doing so that they can visually see what's his symptoms. But because I saw something was really severe, I started panicking and I had a lot of stress and I couldn't continue recording him at the park. After Ben got fully recovered, etc., my sister said to me, put it on TikTok so that people can be more aware of the symptoms. So that's what I did, and that's why the video went up on TikTok. I put the video up so that I can help inform many other dog owners what to do if they see their dog getting poisoned. We saved him and we rescued him, and we take the best care that we can for him, and he gets a lot of love. Another question that's come up is that people are asking what antidote was given to him. I have shared the name of it on my TikTok video. She could go check, I've given a full description of how you use them, etc. I don't know if this antidote only works here in Greece or if it's a worldwide one. I will ask the vet next time I go. The poison that was used on Ben wasn't in solid form, it was liquid poison drops, because when they made him throw up, only stomach acid came up and a little bit of mandarins, which I had given him that morning as his morning snack. There was no piece of meat or bread that could have had the poison inside, so the vet definitely believes it was a liquid poison drops, and what that is that it's, in Greek we could say stagones, it's drops that people leave against trees or in the grass, and the dog is attracted to the scent, it sniffs it, it licks it, and the process of dying begins to take place. So after the vets gave him the antidote, they had him on a drip to just restore his electrolytes and give him some hydration. And then we had to just wait for about an hour for him to calm down and regain strength. At that time, I raced back to our neighbors to inform them to not take their dogs because I didn't want any other dog experiencing the same problem. And then I went back to the vet. Ben was better. We brought him home. And for a good 2 hours, he only wanted to drink water. He didn't want any food, nothing. And after about 2 hours, I gave him something to eat. When I say I gave him very little food, I gave him about that much food. It was just a little bit of rice, cooked with some turmeric, and some dog food inside. Very little, very, very small portion. And so then the days following after that, every day was an improvement. He started regaining strength. And now he's, I can say, perfectly back to normal. He's alright, he's okay. chewing his Kong, eating his fruits and veggies. I had a few people ask if we needed money and they wanted to start a GoFundMe page for us. I kindly declined anyone that was offering money or free snacks and doggy goodies for Ben because I didn't put his video up for the purpose of money or for free items. So just to clarify, his video has generated no money for me. I have not put his video up to generate any money. Even though it's gotten 2 million views, I don't get paid anything from that through TikTok. I put it specifically up for Ben's story to raise awareness for other dogs to save their lives. Your Kong is making a lot of noise. So the people that did offer money for the GoFundMe pages, I did explain to them why I'm not in a stressful state for financial help for Ben. Our vet only charged us 40 euros to save his life. This is a vet that saves many dogs. His objective in the town is not to make a lot of money for himself, but to help as many animals as he can. He does not exploit people economically. I have tried to get through as many of the comments as I can, and I'm still each day looking at my phone, trying to respond to you guys. I am deeply sorry for anyone who has lost their animal and that did not have a success story like we did with Ben. I don't know what to say about that. Like, I was reading your guys' comments and I was crying a lot. A few people have also asked me what precautions we're taking now to make sure that he'll be okay. Well, first off, every single time I walk him now, I carry the antidote with me. So I'm always walking with a medical needle in my pocket, and in his doggy poop bag I've got 2 of the medicines in here. So I've got the antidote and the medicine to make him throw up, as you can see in the metal. Yeah, I've wrapped them up in tin foil so that they do not break. And this is the medicine to make him vomit. It's the brown one. So I keep them here because this is something that I'm always taking on our walks. It's nice, small and compact. Also, in case I'm walking with Ben and I see another dog in my sight that's going through the same symptoms as Ben, I'm able to save their life. So we can make sure that we can save our dog again if this happens, or another dog. We were lucky that the time that this happened, the vet was open. So I asked the vet if I can buy the antidotes from him, so that in case we're ever in a situation where we cannot get to a vet or if there's no vet available, we've got the antidote with us. So I highly recommend, if you're in a country where dog poisoning is of a frequent thing, do try buy the antidote if you can, so you have it on you, learn how to use it. So our days now are spent going on long walks. Instead of taking him to the park, we walk down by the lake. He's got a muzzle on as well. The muzzle is a precaution for 2 things. One, so that he doesn't eat any solid item of food, but I also try not to let him sniff anything, as well as safety. So Ben is an alpha dog. We haven't sterilized him, and he does have this tendency to be a bit aggressive towards other dogs, male dogs specifically, and any small dogs. He feels the need to, he wants to chew them. We are working on his training process, and I'm slowly trying to get him to be more friendly to other dogs. But like I said, he's a rescue. He's experienced a lot of trauma in his life, and training him is taking a bit of time, and I'm trying to be patient with his lack of social skills with other dogs. Many people wrote to me and said, oh wow, like I really want a German Shepherd, and it looks so cool to have such a cool dog. Yes, they are very cool dogs. They're big, they're handsome, they're strong, they're powerful, they're very, very beautiful, they're very intelligent, but they are work. If you do live in your own home, be very aware that vacuuming will be part of your everyday life if you do not handle dog hair well. I vacuum at least once a day. He does shed a lot, like everywhere where you pinch hair just comes off. It's something that I accept even though I'm a clean freak. There's a lot of people that take big dogs like this that shed and they cannot handle the hair in their home, so they give them away and they get rid of them. And again, when a German Shepherd is a puppy, they don't shed like an adult German Shepherd. So many people want the cute German Shepherd puppies, but then they grow up and they need to run, they need to exercise, they need to go on long walks, they need stimulation, they need training. They eat a lot. You need to give them very good quality food to make sure that their bones are receiving as many nutrients as possible. So they are a high maintenance dog. I don't recommend anyone buying or adopting a German Shepherd unless you have the time for them. So if you've got a job that doesn't leave you much time in your day, you're not going to have the time in your hands to give your dog the love and attention that it needs. If you're not financially stable to be able to afford a dog like this, please don't adopt one of these dogs and feed it the crappiest food out there. These dogs need very, very good food. I just want to make that clear. They are a cool dog, they're beautiful, they definitely are fun to have, but you need to be able to take care of them. Big dogs like these need physical exercise, and you need to make sure as the pet owner that you are able to adapt with their exercise program. If these dogs don't run or go on long walks where they exert enough energy, you'll have a very unhappy dog. They chew things. You need to get them toys, and strong toys. The brand Kong. Can I borrow your Kong to show them? Mina? This is a Kong. They come in various colors, and they've also got different styles of Kongs. This is his favorite because there's a hole in here and we put tahini or peanut butter inside. It'll keep him occupied for a couple of hours. These things are very good to keep when he's in the house. If you see that your dog's bored, or if you're about to leave the house, put a little bit of peanut butter or tahini inside one of these, and your German Shepherd or big power breed dog will be very busy with one of these for a couple hours. Don't waste your money by buying the cheap versions of these balls. They break. You need to get the full strong ones for jaws like this. I mean, look at his teeth. This dog has damaged so many things. So many different balls that weren't the Kong brand, and only Kong is withstanding the amount of chew and power that his jaws have.
Baby!
Ηρέμησε, αγόρι, ηρέμησε.
Κάτσε, ξάπλα.
Sorry που τον έφερα έτσι, τρόμαξα πάρα πολύ. Ηρέμησε. Τάσο δεν μπορώ να έρθω, πρέπει να έχω και φόρμα εδώ. Δεν ξέρω, δεν έχω
Βάζω και μια τέτοια. Βάζω και έναν ουράνο, Μαρία. Από χρονό. Αν είναι επιληπτικό επεισόδιο, θα κάνουμε τώρα τις εξετάσεις, θα το βάλουμε κάποιο πρόβλημα το οποίο μπορεί να σχετίζεται η σύγκριση με αυτό. Δηλαδή, παράδειγμα, αν έχει μια περικυπατική ανεπάρκεια ή μια νεφρική ανεπάρκεια, μπορεί να δώσει πολιτικές.
So I'm going to end this video here. If you took the time to watch this, thank you.